Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the health and happiness go hand in hand. And in this session, we're going to be learning about one of the four main happiness hormones. The one we'll be talking about today is dopamine. You're going to learn ways to how to identify if you're low in dopamine and ways to increase it. So there's tons of research out there that shows that the healthier you are, the happier you are. And the opposite is true as well. The happier you are, the healthier you are. So it's kind of a win-win situation. Hi, everyone. My name is Chris Lindsay. I am a happy for no reason trainer, coach, and speaker. And I help people that are struggling with indecision or uncertainty to find a happier, more fulfilling life, right? To cultivate that from the inside. It's my joy and my passion to help you live a life that's filled with inner peace, despite your circumstances going on. So if you're ready to live happier and you're not really sure how, or what could be holding you back, or maybe you just feel stuck or in a funk and you just don't know how to get out of that, I can help with that. So, today we're going to talk about how happiness and health are linked in this way of this biochemistry of these four main neurotransmitters, and one of them being dopamine. So, it's a good time. Let me pull up my slides. It's a good time to grab a piece of paper and a pen if you want to take some notes, because this is interesting stuff. There we go. Health and happiness most definitely go hand in hand. So I don't know if you knew this, but we have over 100,000 chemical reactions happening in our body every second. Your body got all kinds of stuff going on. Your body and your brain are a pharmacy of things that support your health and your happiness. So we have been talking about the four main neurotransmitters: serotonin, endorphins, oxytocin, and dopamine. And today we're going to focus on dopamine. So dopamine is a reward hormone. If you're feeling flat, like you're feeling emotionally flat, you're feeling in a funk like I just spoke about, or really lethargic, you could be low in dopamine. If you are high or normal in dopamine, you feel very upbeat and energized and alert. And ways to increase dopamine are to make a list. So think about this. This is a reward hormone. This is um, that sense of accomplishment. Like, I am such a list person. So I'll make a list and check it off and check it off. And every time you do that, your brain releases a little bit of dopamine, right? And it's like, yeah, that felt good. Yeah, that felt good. It's a reward hormone. Taking a bath, eating something healthy that you love, reward yourself, buy yourself some flowers. That is so helpful. So these little things that feel like a reward, these little treats that we do for ourselves that help, those things are going to help increase dopamine. Here's one caveat with dopamine. Dopamine can be addictive if used in negative ways. So think about, this is probably one that we most can relate to, is our phone, right? We're on Instagram or we're TikTok or somewhere, and we're just scrolling through our phone and we're watching little reel after reel, and those funny little animal reels that make us smile and make us laugh, which is great. So you're getting like this little hit of dopamine, hit of dopamine, hit of dopamine every time you do that, right? And this is the place where it can become addictive. You have a hard time getting away from your phone. Could also show up in ways of addiction, in the traditional sense of addiction to drugs and alcohol, something that you're relying on that feels like a reward, like, yeah, it's the end of the day. I worked really hard. I earned this. But then it becomes a habit. When it becomes that focus where you have to have it in order to feel that sense of that little dopamine release, then it becomes, switches over to the addictive side. Shopping is another way this can show up. which is especially easy these days with Amazon and the ways we can just like, it shows up in our Facebook feed, right? It's like, oh, look, oh, I need that. Oh, that looks good. Oh, and you kind of go down the rabbit hole. So be aware that what you're doing, scrolling through your phone or in any other addiction could be just that. You're needing dopamine. Your brain is needing to increase dopamine. So once that becomes in your awareness, then you can use that information to increase dopamine in healthy ways. Healthy ways are going to be making that list and checking it off, even if it is on your phone and it's that little reminder list because you're accomplishing something. You're truly checking off your to-do list. You're accomplishing. Treat yourself to a lovely cup of coffee or tea or a really decadent special piece of chocolate or something that is a treat like, oh yeah, that's a healthier treat for me. Buying yourself flowers. This is one that I love to do. When you go in the store and you know what, I'm gonna, instead of that bag of chips, instead of that bottle of wine, I'm gonna buy myself a beautiful bouquet of flowers. And every time I look at it, it makes me happy, it makes me smile, it makes me feel like I'm treating myself. So be sure that you're increasing your dopamine in ways that are supporting your health and are supporting your happiness, right? So if you're part of this program, you may have seen this before, but in case you missed it, I offer anyone that's taking the time to check in and watch this a free gift. And what that gift is a free coaching session with me. It's an hour long. And we'll kind of focus on one thing, like if you could change one thing in your life to feel happier, what would that be? We'll just talk about it. What does that look like and what's stopping you? And if you've never done a coaching session before and you've heard about coaching, but you don't really know how it goes and it feels like a little weird or a little woo-woo, I promise you, it's a really laid back conversation. It's very casual. It's great. And you're going to come out of this with some clarity like, hey, now I'm clear about this. Now I know. Now I'm going to give you some steps to move forward. So coaching is really about meeting you where you are. Like, I don't need to know your whole backstory. Just, hey, here's where I'm at today. Here's where I want to go. And that's what the focus is. Very forward, very actionable, and a lot of fun. So if you're interested in that, you could take a screenshot of this slide and you have my information there and how to reach me and find me. Or you can grab your phone and take a picture of that QR code, and that's going to take you to my website with the instructions of how to set up that free coaching session. So I hope to meet you there. That would be so lovely. And yeah, so before we finish up, I wanted to share our final quote, always ending with something that has us thinking about this, right? So what you choose to focus on is what you're gonna find. If you're choosing to focus on the doom scrolling, looking at the news on your phone, or focusing on things that are not healthy and things that don't support your happiness, then that's what you're gonna create in your life. So let me stop sharing for 1 second and just take the time to thank you so much for spending these couple minutes. I hope this little blip was helpful. I hope that you're focusing on your health and you're focusing on your happiness, because like I said, it is my passion and purpose to be sharing this type of information with you and help you on your path and on your journey. So wishing you all the best, and I look forward to meeting you. Thanks. Bye-bye.